podcast. It's your boy, Mr. Imperfection himself, aka Brian. Let's get into it. Second episode, real excited, man. I had a topic I wanted to talk about today. I wanted to talk about music. As you can see, I have some music in my background, but there's just some things I need to address because, man, I know everybody's been here and everybody can relate to this. So today was my son's first day of school. Shout out to my son, baby Brian. So me and my wife, we take him, and I'm not judging. However, now when it's your kid's first day of school, you want to make sure they look fresh. You want to make sure, look presentable, whatnot. That's cool and everything. Now, I also understand not everybody has the same means as everybody. So everybody's on different levels, different classes, I should say. So, of course, my son, he's not going to school with Balenciaga sneakers and Gucci shirts. That's just not him. He's wearing a Champion shirt. He's wearing some like Adidas kicks, I think, something like that. So he looks fresh. Of course, I'm gonna make him look fresh. But man, like, parents, y'all need to look. If you're gonna send your kid out, please try your best to have them look presentable. Please, my God, please. Because, like I said, I'm not gonna judge a child, because it's not the child's fault. However, parents, look, y'all need to do something, man. Like, hey, even if little Ronnie's pants a little bit hot water or something like that, do something, make it look cool, roll them up, make it stylish or something like that. Don't have them going out looking any kind of way. Which brings me to something else. I won't harp on school because I'm not gonna do that to kids. I ain't trying to go after y'all. It's not y'all's fault. It's your parents' fault. Parents, listen. If you go out, so me and my wife were driving, and she's like, there's a lady that had her kids with their shoes off and getting their feet wet in the water. Listen, have some decency. First off, why are your children walking barefoot in the street? That's number one. Because if you got shoes on and your kids don't have shoes on, there's a problem. You want to say, oh, my kids, they wanted to go barefoot. Hell no. Nah. You better put that kid some shoes on. Tell him, hey, he or she, listen, y'all gonna put these shoes on when we get where we're going. You can take them off. But there ain't no way in hell you're gonna catch me with some sneaks and then my son, with no shoes on, just looking rough, just feet ate up, ain't gonna happen. Now, you got babies, that's understandable. They can't walk yet, they're barefoot. I do that with my baby girl. That's fine, because she can't walk, she ain't gonna get her feet dirty. She's a baby. But, like, kids that are walking and playing, come on now. And then parents also, we're gonna talk to the parents today. We're gonna do that because I may go back to what I want to talk about, but I gotta get this off my chest because it's bugging me a little bit. All right. So another thing, man, like your kids, like they're little toddlers. Please clean their nose. You walk around, you see little kids walking up to you, and they talk, try to talk to you and do a little cute wave, and they got snot just all in their teeth and looking nasty, green, and nobody want to talk to you like that. Nah. You need parents, daycare, teacher, whatever. Y'all need to fix that because that ain't cool. You can't be having no kid trying to come up to you with boogers running down their nose and they can't even, they can't talk right yet, so they got boogers running and nah, get out of here. Get out of here. I don't want to hear that. Also, man, this might be one of the worst ones. But first off, before I talk about that, shout out to all my kids that got ass whoopings growing up. we still made it. We here, and we made something of ourselves. Now, with that being said, parents, when you go out in public, man, y'all need to like have a talk or motivational speech or something before you go out in public and your kids are acting up and making not only themselves look bad but you. Because I was at the mall about a week ago. So I'm at the mall about a week ago. Wife's looking through baby clothes, and I'm just holding the baby, talking to my son, blah blah. Anyway, this lady walks by with her two kids. They're older, like teenagers maybe. She was like, time out. If you're offended by language, leave this video right now. If kids are watching, please cover their ears. I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want to be disrespectful towards anybody. But I live my life on the edge, and I don't take any chances. Psych. I take all the chances. So I'm going to say what I have to say, and it's going to be heard. And if you don't want to hear it, turn it off right now. Now, sidebar over. She's like, I'm going to whoop y'all's ass if y'all blah, blah, blah. Just cussing up a storm, just making herself look bad. Like, alright, first off, you look like you ain't got no control, because I'm going to talk about you right there. Secondly, you make yourself look foolish because you up here cursing in a family store where there's little kids. Hey, if you want to curse at your kids, I'm not telling you how to parent. If you're going to curse at them, that's on you. However, please don't do it in public, because you're going to make that. I was embarrassed, just watching. So I know you got to be, and if you're not embarrassed, then you need to go talk to your grandma or something and have her speak some sense into you, because that was not cool at all. And then, so she's walking back, and then the two kids were behind her just acting up. You can just tell. It was funny. It's entertaining. So you can keep me entertained, and shout out to all the parents that make an ass of themselves, because it's entertaining to me. But the other side of me is trying to look out for y'all and tell y'all, hey, maybe y'all should go a different direction. Maybe y'all should, talk to your kids a little more easy. It's different from when we were growing up. You can't walk in the grocery store no more and smack the kid upside the head. Now you can't do that. You can't, because then people will pull out their phone, they're recording you, and then it's a wrap. Granted, some kids need that. I was that kid that from time to time I may have needed that. Not all the time, but some kids need it, because words aren't always accepted by kids. Kids don't really take that, with a grain of salt all the time. They're just like, oh, whatever. But sometimes you gotta hit that. Shut up. Yeah, sometimes that needs to happen. So, please, to all my parents, please, teach your kids some manners from when y'all go out in public. Put them on some shoes. Please put them on some shoes, because then they grow up with them beat up feet and knots on it and fucking blisters and bunions and toenails overlapping the, like you got the toe like this, and there's the big toe and there's the second toe, and the toenails overlapping the part. Ugh. Don't do that to them, please, because they're young. They don't know. Don't set them up for failure, please. Just because your feet are jacked up, don't mean your children's feet have to be jacked up. All right? Now, let's see. I really wanted to go into something else today. Talk about a little bit of music. I had to get that off my chest first. I want to talk about a little music, because lately I've been hearing a lot of things about, me. I'm a big hip hop fan. I like R&B. I love R&B, actually. I love hip hop. I like country music, believe it or not. Even though my wife's always like, you don't like country, I like country. I started listening to country when I had my first job mopping floors when I was 16 at Bill Miller's. Shout out to Bill Miller's. I like country. I like rock. I like alternative, different kind of stuff. I'm open classical, you're talking about like older music, like right here, my man Frank Sinatra, like, hey, let's get it. So now we're gonna talk about hip hop a little bit because it's been controversy lately. Like, people are making these lists and stuff like that, top hip hop artists. All right, so check it out. I want to let you guys know that I'm not a hater by any means. Maybe a little. I'm not a hater all the time. When it comes to the new cats, new cats trying to do their thing, trying to make a name of themselves, that's cool. But like, I talk to like different people about hip hop because I want to get everybody's perspective and opinion. People are like, oh, NBA YoungBoy and Blueface, is that his name? I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but I don't even know if that's your name. Red or Blueface, one of them. Blueface, man, Kodak. And you know what? There might be more, but I can't listen to it. So I really don't pay attention to it that much. But I talk to people and they're like, hey, these dudes they speak fire and they spit fire and they're hot and blah blah blah. They got bars. All right, first off, if you're talking in bars with me, we're gonna talk about bars because I know bars. All right, I know bars. So these cats they're doing their thing. They're making money. Hey, cool. I'm not hating on you. You make money. Hey, that's the whole point, right? You're trying to make a better living for yourself. Cool. I'm trying to do the same thing. Even though I do have a good living, what I'm doing right now is just it's a hobby. But that's another thing. I ain't trying to flex on anybody. Anyway, what I'm saying is, let's get back to it. These artists, they may be hot right now. They're on top 100, cool, whatever. People are saying they're the best rappers. Listen, top 10, they want to call them top 10, top 20. Stop. All right, now we're going to talk about artists and hip-hop and rap. All right, listen. I'm going to give you a couple names. I'm going to give y'all a couple names right now, a top artists right now that are rapping right now. They got bars. All right? In no particular order. Partially because this is how I listen to it, and these are my guys. Drake, Cole, Kendrick, Logic, Big Sean, Joey Badass, Rick Ross. Shout out to my man Rick Ross. That new album's fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, I keep going on. I can name more, like Kanye, Nas is still rapping, Jay-Z, Eminem, MGK. We can go on and on. These are dudes that got bars. Like, bars are bars. Like, creativity, you put in it, you metaphorically write or spitting something and then relate it to something else and have it tied together. Like, those are bars, all right? So when I hear cats mumble rapping now, it's like, that's not bars, bro. Like, what are you rapping about, first off? And then secondly, I can't even understand you. Like, people are like, oh, yeah, that song is hot. All right, because the beat's hot. Like, the beat can be hot, cool. You play it in the club, you get listens, you get like, all right, bet. All right, but here's the thing, like, they got songs that are gonna last for what? Probably like a year, depending on where you play them at, in the clubs and the venues. All right, cool. But what are they saying? What are they rapping about? Are they telling, like, I want to be told a story. This is me personally. I want to be told a story. Not everybody wants that. Everybody wants a hot beat. You can give me a hot beat. I'm not a rapper by any means. I try to freestyle a little bit and I try to write a little bit. But if you give me a hot beat and let me sit down for 30 minutes and write something with the right person in front of me or the right people, I could be NBA YoungBoy or whatever. I'm saying on that aspect of just writing something over a hot beat. I'll actually say something. These cats, I don't even know really what they're saying half the time, but I'll actually put some effort and put some bars into it. But, like, maybe it's just a generational thing. Because hip-hop is supposed to be about creativity, Like, people tell what they've been through, people tell stories, everybody tells a story somewhat. But creativity, like, you gotta make the person think about what you're saying. And if you put like a metaphor in there and you like, oh man, like that shit, like, I'm trying to think of a line off the top of my head of a song. Like Drake in that Gold Roses, he was like, that means my partners will blaspheme, like putting the 6 with the God. Like blasphemy, like blast for me, but then blasphemy, like putting a 6 with the God, because you know, like God and 6s, that they don't match. You know what I'm saying? Like 666 and God. So it's blasphemy to put that together. But my partners will blaspheme, like put, like those are bars. You know what I'm saying? Like other cats, man, I don't know what they're doing, but hey, you know what? If that's what y'all like, I just want y'all to comment below. Alright, because this is a topic that we're gonna get into and we're gonna have last. Like I can't just spend, 20 minutes on this. Like this has to, I'm gonna bring some homies in. Shout out my boy Josh. I'm about to bring him in too, and we're gonna talk about this because, like, we gotta sit down and discuss this. Because when we talk about top artists, we could talk about resumes, creativity, just God-gifted talent and ability. We can tie those in, or we can just go straight lyrics. So we can go all kind of ways, But we need to sit down and dissect this, because we got to figure out, like, what are y'all listening to first off? Like, or what are y'all trying to hear? Y'all trying to hear a beat? Y'all trying to hear like what these cats are saying? Because like what I always tell people is, if these new dudes are like the top rappers and they're so much hotter than these other rappers that I named and I think they're my favorites, like, give me some quotables. Give me some quotables, because like if you're that hot and you got bars like that, you could leave people with quotables. Like, just for example, like Kendrick, he got mad quotables, and it might just be on his hook, like sit down, be humble. Like that's a hook, but it's a quotable. It's some shit that when people hear, they're like, oh, that's Kendrick. Like if you hit me with some shit like I don't even know, but one of these new cats, I probably wouldn't even know, but you probably don't even know yourself, because half the time it's like, like, come on, man. Like, what's hot about that? Besides the beat in the background. Shout out to the producers that give y'all that beat, because they're killing it, but what are you actually saying? You know what I'm talking about? Like, I don't get it. But even Cole, get off my, come on now. That's a quotable, but it's a hook. And it's just like, I could go on and on. I can go on and on, but I don't want to waste it too much, because like I said, I'm going to bring in some homies. We're going to talk about this. Alright, we're gonna get the wine, we're gonna get other drink, and we're gonna sit right here in the shop, in my shop, on the edge, barbershop, with the podcast right in front of you. And we're gonna dissect this, and we're gonna let y'all know. And we're gonna want y'all's feedback. Comment below, please, because I don't want everybody to agree with me. That's not what I want. I want you to tell me why I'm wrong. Please, because that's what I like. Because then what I can do is tell you why you're wrong, and I'm really good at it. So, enter if you dare. Enter if you dare. Please, come on now. So, I'm going to leave it at that right now. I'm going to leave it at that. We're going to try to record this in the next couple of days, sometime coming soon, and then we're going to drop it for y'all. But, go ahead, subscribe, please, comment below. Tell me what you think. Let me know something, y'all, because I really want to get into this. This is a topic that we're going to talk about, and we got plenty more material coming. So stay on the edge of your seat, no pun intended. Stay on the edge, keep living life on the edge, and holla at your boy. Comment below, subscribe. I'm Th3 Edge. Let's go.